In this motherfucker, man.
It's Terrence Gangster William, aka OG Hated. I'm hanging out with the big homie, Hankin TV. Make sure y'all subscribe, support the brother. We out here doing big things. It's all good, baby. Y'all see we free. We out here enjoying life. Wah! I want y'all to stop the violence, say no to drugs, let's put these guns down. I'm out, baby. Gotta go.
This is a certified hood classic.
I used to be in my feelings, then I turned up and got a spot. I can't say how much I made in that bitch, I just know it was a lot. I don't care no more if she love me for real, long as she love my knot. They say, you hitting them with too much drip. I know I got a mop. I put my flow in the microwave, I know I gotta blow, now it's hot. I was way too far ahead of my time, I had to slow down and stop. Before I pull up to the honeycomb, I got to go round the block. Looking in blind spots for any nigga think he on the low trying to plot. Go ahead.
Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to Hankin TV, man. You feel what I'm saying? That's my boy. He put dope content over there.
What's up with it? It's your boy JT. If I say I done it, I did it. I want to thank y'all for tuning in to Hankin TV tonight, man. I got some fire content coming up this month. But tonight I'm bringing you an artist from the city. He represents St. Louis and the O. We got a nice movement going on. He on the Trappers Only tour right now.
Trappers Only.
You already know. Can you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Trap money, man. Married to the game. It's Tmo Timo, man. Trap money only Timo. You know. Man, let's get straight into it. That's all I need to say for my discussion. Real nigga to real nigga, that's it.
You already know. So where you from?
I'm from St. Louis. I'm from St. Louis. But I've been in Ohio for a long time, you know what I'm saying? So I represent both.
Okay, so what age was it when you moved to Ohio?
I moved to Ohio when I was 5. I moved to Ohio when I was 5, and I moved to Cleveland.
Okay.
And when I moved to Cleveland, I just went back and forth to St. Louis to Ohio. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't never grew up with my parents for real. My mama got locked up when I was 3 years old, and my daddy was running the streets. So I was always bouncing around with cousins and aunties, and you know what I'm saying, and family members. And my aunt, my grandmother, had already moved to Ohio. You know what I'm saying? They established. My aunt was a school teacher, and she graduated college, relocated, you know, and she's successful. I say she's successful, you know what I'm saying? So at that time, you know, she pretty much came and I say she saved me, you know what I'm saying? That was the plan, you know what I'm saying? She got me out of St. Louis. You know, she first came and got my grandmother out of St. Louis, and then they came and got me. So, right. You know, she just start pulling the family up out the trenches. You hear me? So she pulled me when I was 5, and I was going back and forth from St. Louis to Cleveland since then. And then I ended up in Dayton when I was 15.
All right. So how was it? So how was it growing up in Cleveland?
So Cleveland, I spent a lot of time in 2 different parts of Cleveland. So I used to live, my grandmother used to live up 130th, West 130th Cleveland. That's the hood. That's Cleveland. And just to break down Cleveland a little bit, you know how Dayton is, you know, we got Dayton real small, and everything outside of Dayton, we really don't consider Dayton, you know what I'm saying? Centerville, Xenia, Sidney, Troy, all that shit, that ain't Dayton. Cleveland, everybody claimed Cleveland, you know what I'm saying? You damn near 45 minutes outside of Cleveland, and if you're not actually in Cleveland, you're gonna say you from Cleveland, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody from Centerville, they gonna be like, I'm from Centerville, or Xenia be like, I'm from Xenia, you know what I'm saying? But in Cleveland, all them outskirts is saying they from Cleveland. So my grandmother lived in Cleveland on West 130th Street, and I spent a lot of time with my grandmother. And my aunt lived in it's called Strongsville. It's a suburb about 20, 30 minutes outside of Cleveland. So I used to spend time with my grandmother, but I live with my aunt as well. So but it was real white, rural, you know, Midwest shit. Outside
Right.
the city, it's all honky town. You know what I'm saying? And but I got there, it was real country. It was a few rich folks, but it was a lot of poor folks. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of woods, real country white boys. That's where I was at. We was in the sticks. It was a great time. I ain't gonna lie. I enjoyed my childhood up there. You know, the white boys skateboarding, doing tricks off the bikes. They got everything. I'm going over their crib. They got all the games and trampolines and all type of shit. We doing whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's damn near open country out there. It's built up now. It got a mall and all of this. It looked like Centerville and toward right by Wright State. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of businesses out there now, but it wasn't like that at first. It was real country. It was a lot of trees. I watched them cut down all them trees and build shit. You know, I watched it build up. But yeah, it was cool. My grandmother, where she lived was cool. Like I said, that was the hood, but that was cool too. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the hood, so I adapt wherever I go for real. I've been moving around, so it was cool. It was pretty racist, but it wasn't nothing like that. It was mostly their parents that was racist. You know what I'm saying? All the
Right.
kids, they don't really know no racism. You feel me? They thought I was the coolest motherfucker in the world. I was the only black person in that bitch. It was me and my two cousins. We damn near me, them, and about three other families. That was the only people. Oh, we was the only black folks in there. We first generation black folks in White Town, Honky Town. They ain't really like that.
Right.
But they
Right.
thought we was the coolest. They thought we was so fucking cool because we was the only black folks. They was just DSing. We were celebrities, man. So I was
Right.
real good.
So what was the difference between the Cleveland and Dayton you found when you was going through there?
Um, Big difference. That's a big difference. Cleveland, real big, man. Cleveland, real big. Cleveland, real diverse. Um, Dayton segregated. Everybody, all the black folk on the west side, all the white folks east side, sprinkled in here and there. Small, small mindset. You in Dayton, you can't even ride the bus. A nigga call you broke or a bum. In Cleveland, public transportation, public transportation. Nobody think like that. It's not no small-minded thinking. It's real diverse. Lots of cultures. Ain't nobody really, they got a real like they got a real big goth scene. I
Right.
I want to say goth, but it's black. Like it's niggas. You know what I'm saying? But they got that goth, real dark, emo or whatever they call that shit. But it's niggas and they listen to rap music and shit like that. But they still be on they own lane. But
Right.
some dating shit, niggas, we ain't too diverse. You feel me? They see some motherfuckers like that and be calling them all type of names. You know what I'm saying? So that's Cleveland. Cleveland embraces weird. I say that. Cleveland embraces weird, and they got professional athletes. It's a lot more money. It's a lot more businesses. You're gonna see a lot more. So you know, it's just different cultures. It's a big difference. But the trenches is gonna be the trenches. You feel me? So, but I tell you,
Right.
Dayton turned up on Cleveland. Dayton one of the most wicked places I've been.
Right. Um. So you standing on this trap? You standing on your trappers campaign, the trappers only, real hard. So I know you probably
Yeah,
done
I'm,
had.
I'm.
I know you had your season when you was out there hanking.
Yeah, I did. I did. I'm retired now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
From that lane. I ain't retired from trapping. I just switched up what I'm selling. You feel me? But
Right.
yeah, I'm real heavy with the movement, man. Trappers only. We taking it, and I'm just taking. I'm changing it to my own thing. You know what I'm saying? We the culture. You feel me? We get to dictate what this shit mean. You know what I'm saying? You got all
Right.
this indictments and shit. It's almost like they targeting rappers now. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is this is when you create the culture, you don't get to dictate what the fuck I'm saying in my music. You know what I'm saying? You looking at my music and studying what I'm trying to say, and you trying to piece together. Shit, I could say what's up, nigga, and that can mean 4 different things. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So you don't get to tell me that I said this and then try to indict me. So if I say trappers only, it ain't, you can't tell me that I'm talking about drugs. I'm the culture. You feel me? I get to decide what that word mean. You know, we created that shit. So if I decide that it don't mean drugs no more, that's what it is. And I'm somebody that's really, you know, played in the game. So I have that credibility to be like, listen, trappers only, this just mean getting money. You know what I'm saying? Fuck
Right.
what y'all talking about. This a lifestyle. You know, we going hard, up all day, up all night. You know, catnap all day. We getting to this money all means necessary. You feel me? That's what trapping is. You know, y'all think trapping is drugs, but trapping just mean getting money. You know, however, all means necessary. You feel me? We're gonna get to this bread, we're gonna get to it, you know what I'm saying? So that's I'm sticking to that, you know, and I ain't switching that up, you know, I'm just switching up what
Right.
I'm selling, but the hustle ain't never gonna stop, you feel me?
Right. So did you get any trouble? Did you get any trouble growing up?
I stayed in trouble. Um, I've been in trouble my whole life for real. I know this sound like, you know, cliche, but you know, I'm a real misunderstood nigga. Um, but I'm also, you know, I'd have moved a lot, you know, like I said, I moved around a lot. So everywhere I go, I'm coming into new environments. I'm coming in with new cultures. I done lived in Milwaukee for a few years. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with Milwaukee. I lived in Charlotte, North Carolina. But growing up, you know, I come from, you know, I come from a real solid family. We don't take no shit, you know what I'm saying? So growing up, that was embedded in me as a kid. So I used to get in trouble fighting and shit like that. Um, but for real, like I was really more ahead of my time on the younger side when I was in St. Louis. Like my daddy, my daddy raised me to be a grown man. He ain't raised me. You feel, my daddy ain't raised me, but when he was around, that's what he instilled in me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, stand on your own even as a baby. So I was on the block walking around the hood at 3, 4 years old. As soon as I was able to walk, I was walking around by myself. You know what I'm saying? And my dad used to be like, you know, he know his way around, leave him be. You know, that's just what it was back then. And then when I moved to Ohio, like I said, I was around a lot of white folks, so they not really know a lot of petty shit. I'm getting in trouble for a lot of petty shit now that they don't understand. So it was just, I was always in trouble for some bullshit, you know. But I never was in no real serious trouble until I got grown. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So how did you get? So how did you start getting into music?
I always been a avid music head. And since a kid. Um, and then it was more rap in St. Louis. And then when I moved to Cleveland with my aunt, my older cousin, my sister, she was, you know, they not from the hood. You know,
Right.
they from the suburbs. They born in the suburbs. So when I entered their home, my older sister, she listening to shit like No Doubt. Um, she listened, you know, she sing opera. You feel me? So she listening to a wide range of music. You know what I'm saying? She listened to classical music, pop music. You know, she a real artist. She play the piano, um, all type of shit. She a real musician. So I took a lot of stuff in from her. Diversity, and then being around white kids, they listen to rock and pop, Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, Britney Spears. So I'm Green Day, you know, all them shit. So I got a lot of wide range of music, and but I say around 2000, maybe 98, like No Limit was a big influence on me. But when Hot Boys dropped, I think that's when I was like, yeah, I want to rap. I want to rap. I always been a writer though. Like I always been a creator. Like I used to write all the time, poetry, you know, little books. I just used to write and create shit, little movie scenes in my head as a kid. But like I said, 2000 came, Hot Boys came. I was like, you know what? All this shit I've been doing, this is what I want to do. I'm gonna put this shit on some beats, man, and I'm gonna go crazy.
Right. So how did you go about doing your first project? Was you doing like just singles, albums, or what?
Nah, so my first project, my very first project, I I started going to the studio. My partner had a studio. His name Miguel. His name was Miguel, man. He down he live in Florida now, but he was definitely a major engineer in the city at one time. Especially on the young nigga side. He had his own studio. He knew what he wanted to do immediately. 15, 16, his nigga had his own studio. You know what I'm saying? His mama let him do his thing. I used to come through, pay my little 10, 15 an hour, whatever it was. He was good though. But I used to just record. I never was like I'm gonna start doing singles now, but I always been a project type nigga. I like projects. So back then when I first started recording, I used to just record and just build up my music. And then I ended up just, just releasing like 10, 15 songs. And I ended up releasing like 20 songs. But I used to record a lot when I was young. And then whatever them shits when they was on CDs then, you know what I'm saying? I own that shit lost in the sauce. I wish I had one somewhere because I had bars back then, but I still do, but I had some bars, man. But yeah, my first projects, I was just recording, man. And I just put it all together, my favorites, and that was that.
All right, we're gonna double back and touch some more on that, man. But tell the people about this tour you on right now.
All right, so the Trapper Zone, I'm on 2 tours. I done broke it down. I done broke my tour dates down into 2 tours. I got 2 different marketing plans for my shit. You know what I'm saying? So I take this shit serious. You hear me? So I ain't one of these niggas that's in the studio and I'm posting and I'm done. You know what I'm saying? I'm really like that. I'm managing myself. I'm booking shows. I'm marketing, promoting, creating merch. I'm everything. I'm directing videos. I'm recording the videos. Whatever I got to do, I'm doing it. So the Choppers Only tour. I'm just I'm going. I got DC, Philly. For real, it's really been going on since last year, but I didn't actually put a label on it. You know what I'm saying? I just went out there and I networked and got my contacts, and now I'm making it official. You know what I'm saying? A lot of shit was I don't want to say in secret, it just wasn't public. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It was low key. I did my own thing. You had to be tapped in, and that's how I ended up you see it. These Trappers Only t-shirts. So my music is on these t-shirts as well. And you purchase the merch, you can see it right here. You purchase this merch, Trappers Only. It's real simple, just a name tag, like members only, but it ain't members. You feel me? It's Trappers Only. Feel me? So I'm just going to city. I got DC, Philly. I just locked in the Bronx with my guy RL. I got Atlanta a few times. I'm actually going to Philly like 2 or 3 times. Atlanta a couple of times. I'm going to the Bay. I'm trying to hit the Bay 3 times this year. Houston. I'm trying to lock in Austin right now for South by Southwest. Other than that, I'm just doing I'm hitting all these. That's gonna be the Trappers Only tour. I'm really on my grind, and then I got a separate I'm doing is really focused on the country. You feel me? We're in the Midwest. We're gonna tap into Chicago, Detroit, shit like that. But everywhere in between, I'm hitting there too. You feel me? Like like there, I had my days where I was hanking. I'm taking the same recipe. I was never a local trapper. You know what I'm saying? I always been an out of OT nigga. So I'm gonna take this like I said, I'm switching up what I'm gonna hit up what I just came from SV, Bluefield, out to my nigga DJ Jelly, Gels. I'm gonna hit up Charleston. I'm gonna hit up a few spots, you know, Princeton, the big spots, I'm everywhere in Ohio, Tip City, Troy, you know, Lima, Urban. I'm hitting down Hamilton. I'm hitting up everywhere in Ohio. I'm hitting up everywhere in Kentucky. You know, Lexington, Louisville. I'm hitting up Gary, Indiana. Now I'm hitting up area. You know what I'm saying? I'm hitting them small pockets, man. That's gonna be the country trapper tour. I'm in the country with it, man. I'm going crazy, and that's that's the game plan. You know, I'm down there on the Chitlin circuit, but you know, wherever I can get in where I fit in, I'm gonna make this shit happen though. You know, I'm a working artist. This shit ain't for play.
Right. We got some people in the comments asking questions. They want to know who on tour? Are you on tour by yourself or are you on tour with some other people?
So right now, I ain't got nobody locked in. It's just me. I'm pulling up to the cities. I'm making contacts. A lot of these cities I know people already, but some of these cities I don't. You know, I'm pulling up, and I got a familiarity with the, you know, with the surrounding area. Like I said, I really did this shit. You know what I'm saying? So I done been through these towns already. So I'm just going in there, just kind of relinking and relocking in. But I'm trying to, you know, I'm trying to bring some serious people with me. I ain't got nobody locked in on the tour yet. You know, niggas ain't serious. They say they want to do something, but they ain't really. When it's time to put that work in, it's excuses. I got a couple young niggas. I got a young nigga Key and my nigga Aaron. I'm just, you know, trying some game, bring them along with me. Um, give them some production tips. You know, they artists too, so I'm just trying to bring them along and give them some, you know, some OG game. So as they mature into their artistic, you know, space, they have some shit to soak up. You feel me? Because niggas ain't going on tour for real. Niggas ain't really out here for. They don't know what to expect. You know, niggas ain't really doing shows outside of, you know, local shows. Niggas ain't really doing shit for real. You know what I'm saying, nigga? You know, so I'm really out here. I really know people in a lot of places, so I can pull up and niggas gonna show me love damn near wherever. So I'm just trying to get them some game of how to do it. You feel me? How to really network and earn these people respect, cause niggas don't believe their respect is earned. This internet shit got niggas head fucked up. But you know, you you rap about gangster shit. Guess who your audience gonna be? Some gangster niggas.
Right.
And sooner or later, you're gonna get booked for a show. And you're gonna be in the hood. You're gonna be in a hole in the wall, nigga. And if they smell pussy on you, your career's over. You can't play that role. You feel me? You can't play that role.
That's definitely dope, man. How you getting out there, man, and handling your business. And you're right, man. People they local because they staying local. So
they stay local.
Right. So tell people how they can get this merch, man.
So this merch, you got to get it directly from me. Follow me on Instagram or Facebook, you know, Tmo Timo. Shoot me a DM, give me your size. I'm gonna shoot you this t-shirt. Ship it.
Right. And explain to us again, because it was kind of breaking up. You said the music is on the merch.
The music come with the merch. So it's gonna be a code depending on when you order it. Cause I have shit already remade. But if you got some shit that don't have a code on it, you're gonna get a different code. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of shit gonna have it on the shirt. You scan it and the music gonna pop up. But the first 100 supporters, I sold about 50 of these. I just started about 30 days in. I sold about 50 of these shirts. So the first 100 gonna get all exclusive music, all exclusive content. I got 2 projects that I had took off platforms that you gonna get. I got a new project called 2022, which is really a reflection of 2020 up until 2000 at the end of 2022. And I got a single out on all platforms right now called 2022 Freestyle, but it's 2020 space TOO, like also like 2022 is also, you feel me, just a play on words, you feel me? So
Right.
I got that project that you can also get, and the code is just gonna constantly be, you know, reconstructed so you can have all access to what I'm doing. You can be hands-on, you know, with me creating my next project and whatever I'm doing next. I like that. You know, you're gonna be a part of the whole experience. The first 100 supporters gonna be with me forever. You know what I'm saying? As long as they didn't cop one of these, you're gonna have a code that you can always use and have music before anybody else, merch before anybody else, you know, just different shit. You know what I'm saying? I got, you know, think tanks, you feel me? Master classes. I got a lot of shit up my sleeve for real.
Most definitely, most definitely. I seen a while back, man. You had made a post, and like you was saying, you a one man team, but you had made a post saying you was looking for people that could do different things, man. Explain that to the people, man, in case somebody want to get with you.
I'm still looking for people, man. If you were any type of creator, you know what I'm saying? I am a one-man army, but at the same time, you I'm a one-man army, but I ain't too prideful or stupid to understand that I need a team. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you only as good as the people around. You can't do it all by yourself. I learned that all last year. I performed at All-Star weekend last year in Cleveland. I was in Super Bowl in Atlanta before the pandemic. I had a little motion. I was in Charlotte at the All-Star weekend down there too. 2018 or 19, I can't remember which one it was. But went to South by Southwest. That was the first time I really went on tour and I was traveling. And I just, you know, performed, and I'm by myself. So I ain't got no entourage or no cameraman, nothing. I'm not getting no footage, but I'm doing dope shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I ain't getting no content. So I eventually just start putting my phone up on the counter or something like that, getting little whack ass footage. You feel me? It ain't nothing that I really can chop up and do nothing. It's just like, listen, I did this, tune in. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm just looking for anybody with a podcast that I can get on and spread this message. So salute to you for even reaching out to me. Cause niggas be on some DS and shit in this city. Um uh uh um videographers, writers, anybody in fashion. It don't matter. Like if you a grant writer, I need all that, you know. If you about business, I need all that. If you an accountant, I need all that. A manager, I need that. A road manager, you, whatever you do, I need you. This is a business. People missing that. Like with a business, you need all of that. And I'm a
Right,
business.
right.
You know what I'm saying? My brand is a business. And you know, a lot of people don't want to be a part of something somebody else create. But at the same time, shit, you gotta be involved with something. You know what I'm saying? As a collective, we gonna do better. I'm not just pushing my shit, whatever you got. You feel me? If we come together, I mean, we together right now. You feel me? We both, you sharing my shit, I'm sharing your shit. It ain't like you just pushing Tmo, you
Right.
pushing, you pushing Hankin TV.
You already know.
You know what I'm saying? So together, we coming together collective. We sharing your audience, you sharing my audience. You feel me? Both our stories, you know. So we gonna come together and get this. You feel me? Get this money, and we gonna make this shit pop. But if motherfuckers don't want to come together, you feel me? Somebody gonna do it with me. I'm gonna go out of town like I've been doing, and shit been showing me great love. So you know, I just rather touch base with the people that I'm surrounded by and give motherfuckers an opportunity instead of motherfuckers complaining all the time about what niggas ain't doing for them. Let's come together and do shit.
Right.
But a lot of motherfuckers ain't. They wanna sit down with me and they wanna soak up game and take it to the next nigga, and they wanna go. be a collective with the next nigga, but you ain't got the sauce, so it ain't never gonna work. You know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas want to hate on you and cut corners and go around you. You feel me? I ain't got a backdoor, nigga. I'm gonna come through the front.
Most definitely, man. That's dope. That's the same thing I be saying, man. So for the people who aren't familiar with you, man, tell me where they can find your music at.
You gotta get my music from the merch. You gotta get my music from me. I had 2 projects. I took them down. Now I just got 1 song. Going back to me, I was just doing projects, but now I'm gonna do singles. So I got my first single, my first official single. Like I said, it's 2022 Freestyle. I dropped that on New Year's Eve, the last day of 2022. An official wrap up of, you know, them 2 years of pandemic. But moving forward, you got a cop from me, man. I don't, you know, fuck them streams. You feel me? I sell a, you feel me? Stream a million motherfucking times and they sending you $50, $100. I ain't on that shit. I can sell 5 t-shirts and they gonna buy 5 t-shirts faster than I motherfucking sell them streams. You feel me? Ain't no CDs no more. I'm a hand-to-hand type nigga. You know what I'm saying? We just said I had my time. I ain't. You feel me? I'm in my young 30s. You feel me? So I still caught the hand-to-hand wave. You feel me? We wasn't internet trapping, man. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't never been one of them niggas. You might see me post a little bit of weed or something. That ain't shit. You ain't never gonna see me on the internet talking about I got some motherfucking Hank.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm a hand-to-hand nigga, so you're gonna have to get my music from my hands. You're gonna have to get it from me.
Right. So what you got coming up next, man?
I got coming up next, man. I got a single called Buff Song. When I get 100 subscribers in YouTube, I'm gonna drop that for the world. That was my #1 single last year that I performed. Everybody loved that. I had dropped it last year. It was on all platforms, and I had my distribution through TuneCore, and I really wasn't liking how they was communicating and handling business. And one of the main things I was trying to infiltrate was JPay in the prison system. But and they said TuneCore was the platform to do it, but it wasn't. So that kind of rubbed me the wrong way as well. And then there was some shit going on with my residual funds. It was just, I just wasn't fucking with them, so I took it down. And then I put this new single out with DistroKid, and I'ma just see how DistroKid treats me. So but other than that, I'm gonna release this Buff song when I get 100 YouTube subscribers. I know that ain't nothing, but I just made that shit. I'm not tripping about that. You know, I got fans in real life. I don't really give a fuck about no internet shit, you know. But I'm gonna release Buff song. That was my #1 single last year. That's highly anticipated. Probably, you know, if I get 100 subscribers after this interview, I'll drop it on the 1st. You feel me? Start off the new month. I'm gonna send it to you after this for real. I'll send you some exclusive music so you can listen to my shit. I'm gonna send you a t-shirt too. You feel me? I appreciate you for having me. Remember, Trappers Only. Follow me, Tmo Timo. That's all platforms. But yeah, I'm gonna drop Buff song next, and then man, I'm gonna just drop a couple singles here and there and get some visuals in there. That's what I'm focused on, visuals. People seeing my face, attaching some music with some visuals so they can have something to see.
Right.
I can't give out too much game. You got to get the shirt to get the game.
Right. Make sure you also, man, send me the YouTube channel too, so I can put in the description of the YouTube video.
I got you. The YouTube is Tmo Timo too. That's the, you feel me? It's everything Tmo Timo, Tmo Timo. But I got you. I'm gonna send it to you for sure.
All right. So that's the that's how where everybody can reach on everything. Tmo
Timo, man. It's only one me.
That's what's up, man. We definitely gonna stay tapped in, man. I got my guy Tmo TV. He said he gonna subscribe to the channel also.
They
Also,
Bomb TV. What's up with you? I got you. I'm gonna subscribe to you too, man. Follow for follow, man.
yeah,
I
he do
appreciate the
music.
support.
He do video reactions, so he dope. So that's another
What?
connection, another
Where he
network right
located at?
there. What you say?
Where he located?
Out here in the city.
Here in the city?
Yeah.
Yeah, we gonna tap in for sure.
You already know. But man, I appreciate you for coming through, man. We definitely gonna stay locked in because I shoot videos and all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to build a team.
Bet.
I'm trying to build a team myself. So we definitely gonna stay locked in, man. We're gonna get behind this Tmo Timo movement, man. We're gonna make some shape.
I appreciate you. We gotta wrap it up.
What you got? Drop something on us.
No, I just want to chop it up with an OG. That's all. Sometimes you feel me. Pick a real nigga brain.
Right.
You know, shit. I like interviewing too.
So what you got? What you got going on?
What you was locked up for?
Ah man, I had caught a body, man.
He said I done caught a body.
I had caught a body in '99. You know what I'm saying? I did 10 years. Got out. Got caught back up in the streets, man, and finally got tired of being tarred, man. So I said, I got to make some shape. You know what I'm saying?
Got to make some shape.
What I did first when I had wrote this book, I wrote a book called Hankin in Love with the Game.
Hankin in Love with the Game. I like that.
You already know. So, and when I wrote the book, man, I was trying to find somebody to do a trailer for me, like a movie trailer, but I was trying to do one for a book.
Yeah.
Somebody to do it for me, so I just said forget it. And I went to film school myself
and did it yourself. I swear to God, you got to do it. Got to do it.
So when I first dropped my book, man, I used to I was like one of the top 100 African American authors for 2017 and 2018. So a lot of people was interviewing me on their platforms.
Yeah.
So then I kind of like grew a liking for it, and then I also realized we had a lot of talent in the city, a lot of talent around, period. And I feel like people could get a better chance, man, of breaking through if they had a platform or spotlight to help push them out there. So I created Hankin TV.
Yeah, I've been man, that's dope. I ain't gonna lie, I've been following you for, man, probably since about that time, about 18, 19. When you drop, when did you officially announce that you feel me, dropping this podcast? What was that, about 2020?
Yep, probably about 2020. Yep, but I didn't really do nothing with it. I really just now start being consistent and taking it serious like about 5 months ago. But I have first started in 2020.
I've been following you, cuz I ain't gonna lie, I've been following you for a few years. I've been used to post when you was in school, you used to be talking about it. I remember when you posted your certificate or your degree. I don't remember which one it was, but yeah, I remember that shit, And I like I said, I ain't never know you or nothing. Like, I don't know if you ever paid attention to my comments. I don't comment too much because we ain't really know each other, but I definitely, used to like shit and follow you and followed your journey, man. I just, big up, man. I got a lot of respect for it, man. I was just telling my nigga, that I said, man, I'm about to do this podcast. Man, and I was like, dude really got a really good platform, like, and people in the city ain't really paying him attention like they should, you know what I'm saying? I was like, dude I think he got more. You can answer the question now because you here. Would you say you got more support outside the city?
Most definitely, man. But I think in anything, man, I think people get more love outside their city. But in the music industry, and I think anything else, they said you got to lock down your city first. You know what I'm saying?
That ain't true. But
I used to kind of get hung up on that, man. But I just said, man, I got to go harder, man, and not focus on them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I used to be. That's what I used to think too. Like, man, if I take over the city gonna give me that push into, when I go somewhere else, they're gonna be like, yeah, who this nigga? Like this nigga turned from wherever he at. But you know, I had to, I had to. Well, prison really put me in the mind state of reevaluation. Like you said, you got
Right.
tired of that shit. With me, with me, when I was in the streets, it was a lot of hating niggas. You feel me? I was surrounded by a lot of hate, and I ain't really peep it. You know what I'm saying? I was surrounded by a lot of envy and jealousy, and I ain't really peep it. And like I did a bid for some shit I ain't even do. You know what I'm saying? Just a solid nigga. You know what I don't. It is what it is. I took it to trial.
Right.
I lost. You feel me? Niggas ain't look out for me while I was in there. Niggas ain't look out for me when I came home. And you know, I was really like that out here, man. I was, we was in a lot of shit, not to glorify that or nothing like that, but just to say, I'm solid out here. You feel me? I got a lot of
Right.
respect out here. Whether somebody see it or not, when I'm in person, you gonna see niggas dap me up. And when I show my face. But I just had to really take a step back and reevaluate the direction I wanted to be in and who I wanted to be surrounded by. And honestly, I got out in 2016. I caught a case in 17. It was a misdemeanor driving case, but my felony case was a high speed chase. So they ain't give a fuck that it was just a misdemeanor. I ain't,
Right.
you feel me? They lied on me and said I ran. So it was some other bullshit. But did my little probation, caught another case. I beat it. But when you got to go through all that shit, they kind of knocked me on my ass a little bit. I had just bounced back from being out, getting myself reestablished, caught another case, had to pay some money for that, had to do a little county time for that. Cause when they don't like a nigga, they gon' fuck with you. But
Right.
I bounced back from that. Then that shit happened. I caught a case, I beat it, but I was fucked up. And I really just had to, sit myself down and like, man, I ain't really got nobody out here for real. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And so I just start cutting niggas off and refocusing on the people that was showing me that they support me. You know what I'm saying? We forget that a lot.
Yep.
We be around motherfuckers that we so used to that that and we'll be like, nobody got my back and nobody love me. You see that a lot. You feel me? People expressing they self, they real emotional, like they ain't got support or people on their side. But I always tell people like, you got somebody on your side, you just not paying attention to it, or it's not coming from the people that you want or expect. You feel me?
Right.
And I had to take my own advice from that and really just sit down and be like, all right, all these niggas over here don't fuck with me. And I'm seeing it. I didn't see it now, but I see it. You feel me? And I never fuck with niggas again. And I'm standing on that. I never fall out with a nigga and then all of a sudden we buddy again. If I fall out with you, it's because I should have been cut you off, but I'm such a
Right.
real nigga, and I show so much love that it's detrimental to myself, and I let shit go on way past what it is. But once it's over, it's over. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no coming back. It's too
Right.
many straws in you. Then you feel me? So, but I say all to say this is now that it's 2023. It took me 8 years to kind of find peace and kind of find to surround myself with love and support and the people that is letting me feel it. You know what I'm saying? Like they letting me know that I'm loved. They letting me know that I'm a real nigga. They letting me know that I'm appreciated. You know what I'm saying? People calling me, reaching out like, hey, bro, I just want you to know, man, I love you. I appreciate you. You always been solid. And I know motherfuckers, you've been through a lot that I just want you to know I fuck with you. People inviting me places,
Right.
I just now, um, It just be hard. But you know, niggas in the city, back to I got ADHD, cuz.
Yeah.
But back to how it started, you know, I used to think that we had to be surrounding yourself with the people in your city, but you're gonna get a lot of love when you start saying, I ain't worried about if they support me or not. I'm about to do this shit. It's gonna pop. And whoever come with me, they gonna come with me. And I'm gonna make sure I let them know that I appreciate them. You feel me?
Yup. That's definitely my mindset. I got some corners I gotta turn, man, but I got one more question for you before we go. Since we touching on that, do you feel like the city supporting you?
Yeah, the city definitely support me. They ain't support me like they should, you know what I'm saying? Um, but like I said, my biggest thing was I had to get my personal life together first. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? There was a lot of snakes in my grass. I had to get out my personal life. So now that I'm in this music, you know, now I ain't focused on like, you know, niggas want to be so caught, especially a hood nigga, they want to be caught up in the hood and oh, I got the hood on my back. Listen, I'm a rapper. I'm doing music. I'm a creator. So guess what I'm about to do? I'm about to network with the creators. I'm about to
Right.
network with the videographers and the rappers and the artists and all of them. You video. I'm that's who I'm about to. You feel me? Network with and connect. I don't give a fuck about what you. We not even doing the same shit. So
Right.
you niggas, if you niggas don't support me or vouch for me, you niggas know what it is when you see me. You gonna dap me up when you see me, you know. So if you don't share my music or you know whatever, niggas been buying these shirts though. So niggas been buying the shirts, but they weary about the music though. You know, niggas be caught up on on who already popping. Juvie, Coogee, they good. You know, I rock. They ain't nothing against them. You know what I'm saying? But if we gonna be real, ain't nobody better than me. Ain't nobody in the city did what I done did. You know what I'm saying? Take take city views away. It ain't a nigga that you can name that performed at All-Star Weekend. It's some niggas that was up there that went to the
Right.
club and partied. It was rappers up there, but they ain't performed. It ain't a nigga that performed at the Super Bowl. It ain't a nigga that performed in Charlotte. I performed at Onyx. Shout out to DJ Chuck T. You feel me? He the biggest DJ in North Carolina. That's the baby's DJ. I got pictures of, you feel me, real game. I talked to this man. You feel me? Niggas not on tour. Niggas ain't having shows out of town. Niggas going to coast or Miami and they doing you know them Atlanta and Miami doing them coast to coast tours. Anybody can do that. That's all you can
Right.
do is sign up. Anybody can pay to perform and open for a nigga. I'm not paying no nigga to perform. Is you crazy?
Right.
You feel me? Ain't. And I'm standing on that. Like for a nigga to be doing all this and you ain't gave me one spin, that's a problem. You feel me? But so I ain't gonna say that. I feel the love. Like I said, the love coming from where it's supposed to come from. You feel me? And that's what I'm focused on. I got a show tomorrow. Um, last year I did. Last year I was on tour. I did shows at Varsity House every month. It's downtown. It's a spot. It's a juice. It's called the Juice Box. It's a juicery and and a store. It's a apparel store. We did shows down there. I'm not sure if you hip to it, but it's called Varsity House. I did that every month. I did one show out of town, and I did a free show here in Dayton every month last year. This year, I locked in with this girl named her name Poetic. She's she does more poetry style slams, but she real. I just did a cipher with her. I'm locked in with her this year. So when I find somebody that fuck with me, I'm gonna make sure I fuck with them. So I done did 2 shows with her, killed them. I did one show, I performed a song. The other shows I did with her, the other 2 shows I did with her, I did spoken word. Niggas ain't doing that. Niggas can't do that because they ain't got bars. They
Right.
can ride. They can ride a beat, and make it sound good. You know, a cadence be good, catchy. You be like, oh, this shit sound good. But take that music away and let a nigga just, you feel me, go straight bars and make the motherfucker go, ooh. You know what I'm saying? So that's the bag I'm in right now. I'm in my, my spoken word bag and really just focusing on bars. And I'm just, I'm in the gym right now. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm in the gym putting up shots, bro. So when the niggas see me on the big stage, it ain't no nerves. I've been doing all this shit. You know, a motherfucker get on the stage and they ain't got no stage presence. I'm really like that. You know what I'm saying? A motherfucker gonna feel my music when they hear it because this shit real. Like this shit coming, you gonna feel it. It's in my voice. You know what I'm saying? You can't talk how I talk unless you live it. You can't. You feel me? So that's where I'm at, and I'm just in my spoken word bag right now, and I really like it because it really just it let me expand more on some bars. You ain't got to be boxed in to a beat or a cadence. I can really just pause, do it. I can really have my way. You know what I'm saying? I really like that.
Right. And doing that, if you stumble somewhere, you can always pick yourself back up
You
on
can
that.
pick yourself back up. You know, it's different. You know what I'm saying? But but like I told you, I said I started off with poetry. You feel me? And I ain't gonna lie, my granny and my aunt used to have me at fucking church every day. I'm still real spiritual. I ain't too big on the churches no more. But I'm definitely real spiritual, real God body. And I used to write poems and say them in front of the church, the whole church. You feel me? I was 6, 7, 8 years old, had a whole church standing up, crying, clapping and shit. And I just be like, I love my granny, man.
Right.
I love my granny, RP. I used to be like, I love my grandma so much. I just want to make her proud. She used to just love me, you know, being being me. Feel me? And I was
Right.
real good and I'm still good. So it just back to that.
But we definitely gonna stay locked in, man. I got a lot of little tricks up my sleeve, and I'm kind of tapped in. I'm starting to get tapped in around the globe now, man.
I
And
see you.
one of the things I'll be telling people, I was like, man, if I can find the right person with the right work ethic, we can go to the top together. And I think I done
Hey,
found you, man.
hey, how many niggas you gonna interview on tour?
I ain't interviewed one yet.
How many niggas you interviewed that then performed on a major stage at a major event?
I done had some. I done had Grammy Award.
Oh no,
Grammy.
you'd have had bro down there. Yeah, you'd have had a couple niggas on your podcast. Hold on. Locally, how many niggas? You got some niggas on Rap a Lot and shit. I just saw that. I forgot.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I had my Grammy Award winning artists on my platform. I ain't had none yet on here so far, but they definitely gonna come, and that's what I be trying to tell them,
They
man.
coming. They
By
niggas.
me being small right now, what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to prepare y'all for the big stage, like the Breakfast Club
Man,
and shit. You know what I'm saying?
listen. They don't understand, bro.
Right.
They don't understand. They got a lot of foo-foo podcasts. Motherfucker have a podcast, had 3 episodes be done. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't got no plan. They ain't really no creator. They just found somebody with a microphone and let them post up on the couch. You feel me? Like, they ain't got no marketing. They ain't got no image. Just no nothing. You feel me? They just out here thinking that you gonna post some shit and it's gonna go viral. Like, that ain't how this shit work. You got to put in
I
real
saw
work.
that.
You
Right.
got
You
to
got to
put
put
in
the
real
work
work.
in.
So, but yeah, man, we definitely gonna lock in and tap in. You feel me? A lot of them old tricks transfer over. You feel me?
Oh, they definitely do. They definitely do. You know what I'm saying? Believe me, I know how to take a 9 out. You hear me?
Hey, hey, nigga go pocket that. You hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me show you something. This for
Right.
me and this for you.
Right. Hey man, if I got some corners of turn, man, I'm gonna hit you up. I'm gonna hit you up later on tonight. We're gonna stay tapped in. We're gonna do this again.
We're
And then
gonna do this again for sure.
yeah, we definitely gonna do this again. Then since you say you're trying to go on some more podcasts, I'm gonna reach out to some of my people, man, and get you on there.
I got you some I got some good out of town artists for you too. They on the on the rise. You feel me? Anybody that's on what I'm on, I'm gonna send them your way so you can have you another. You feel me? Audience that you can tap into too. Cause I'm all over the globe too. We gonna definitely lock in and tap in, man. It's some great things. I see in our future, man. Straight up,
Yeah, it's coming. We just gotta put the work in. That's all.
and that ain't hard.
Right.
Working ain't hard. So if you put in hard work, listen,
Right.
listen. This shit easy, but I'm gonna let you. You feel me? Bend the corner. I got a couple corners to spin too. Um, but I appreciate you, bro. Feel me?
You already know, man. All right, man. I'm gonna hit you up, bro.
For sure, for sure, for sure.
All right, thanks. That was my guy, Tmo Timo. I appreciate y'all for coming through, man. I got a couple corners I gotta be in right quick. Man, stay tuned in, man. Y'all see we starting to go up. If y'all ain't went through and checked out that cooking video I did, go through and check that out. I'm also finally about to drop the footage of the when I went to a party, when I went to Gangsters Party down in Dallas. I'm about to put that up, so be prepared for that. It's all fire content coming up and working hard. Like I said, man, go check out the cooking video I did. And there's also an event coming up in April in Indianapolis by Mo Red Productions. I'm gonna have her on the show in the middle of March, so she's gonna tell y'all about that. It's for brands, entrepreneurs, writers. It's for all creators. So stay tapped in for that, man. If y'all ain't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and hit the like button, man. I'm out.